We're gonna talk about why every single strength athlete out there should front squat, and we're gonna start right. Oh gosh, this is heavy. Now. So strength enthusiasts, fitness enthusiasts, athletes, everybody's trying to accomplish the exact same stuff, right? We want to improve our leg strength. We want to improve our strength overall in all regards. So we want to have maybe a little bit better posture. That can lead to dynamic trunk control. We also want to train things that are going to transfer really well. And ideally, all of us are mobile through our lower back. All of us have strong lower backs, and all of us have mobile ankles. So what can we do to get to that point? What movement can we do? And that's where the front squat comes into play. All right, so we're here with Cooper Lutz, running back at Vanderbilt. He just transferred from Syracuse. He's an absolute beast. We've worked with Cooper since like 7th grade, I believe. He's gonna be our demonstrator for the front squat. And so because the front squat is front loaded, it means it decreases the overall intensity by quite a bit. Especially if you have a big back squat, it makes it a little bit easier to recover from the front squat. Okay, so fortunately, Cooper can hold that front rack. He's going to demonstrate how to front squat so that you can take this and apply it to yourself. And then we're going to ask him to actually demonstrate the zombie squat as well. So Cooper, get set in the front squat with your clean grip. Take that off, and we want to see the bar resting just on the throat behind the deltoids. And so what we want to see is his knees will come forward while his butt goes back. It's like they both are getting pulled by a rope at the exact same time. Go ahead. His knees are going to travel forward. Good, drive up. Do that again. And now notice he's got dorsiflexion down here in his ankles. Good, drive up. It's actually gonna help him improve the way his knees track. Give me one more. And because he's got that really upright posture, that's good. That's gonna lead to better functionality in his trunk and in his back. He's gonna improve his mobility with that upright posture, and that's gonna prevent any serious back problems from happening. Sometimes when people catch cleans, they tend to get folded a little bit, and that can lead to a back problem. But if we train proper mechanics in the front squat, we don't have to worry about that. Now, one of my favorite variations of the front squat that I like to use is the zombie squat. And so Cooper is gonna demonstrate, you can either do a zombie squat where you hold your hands out here. Some people will put your hands together here, but the whole goal is that we have to have 90 degrees from that elbow all the way to the torso, okay? So we wanna hold our hands out, and this is gonna force us to hold a really stable posture. If we have any forward lean, the bar's gonna roll off of our shoulders. So Cooper, let's see that perfect zombie squat. There we go. So those elbows have to stay up, and you have to have a little bit more stability the whole time you move. Up fast, good. Give me 2 more. Up, good. 1 more. Good, perfect. And one of the other aspects too is that the front squat will train the quads a little bit more than the back squat. So think about where that will play into running speed. If we need to have a very explosive start or really high rates of acceleration, that's where the front squat comes into play, because it transfers well to quad strength, which is what we're using when we're starting or when we're working through the drive phase. Okay, so what can we do with this? We know how to work through the front squat positions. We know how to actually execute it. We know to keep that upright posture, let the knees track forward, drive the butt back past the heels, stay stable in the bottom. But what can we do? And I want to share a quick story. I front squatted every day for 2 straight years to get my front squat up over 210 kilos, okay? One of the main goals there was because I tend to be longer limbed. My squat has always been a little crappy when I'm doing full range of motion. If I do low bar to 90 degrees, I feel great. But when I go full range of motion, I struggle a little bit more. So I had to front squat every single day for 2 years. But because it doesn't beat you up the way the back squat does, I was able to do that. And so if you want to take that and apply it to yourself, by all means, it's a fun experiment. It can be very hard, but it'll transfer really well to your deadlift. It'll transfer really well to your jumping as well. So that's something that you can use if you want to have fun for 2 years. If not, I would recommend at least once a week, you do 4 to 6 sets for 2 to 4 reps to really increase your strength, at least doing that once a week. I also recommend front squatting once a week just for posture and mobility. Sometimes I might just have 70 kilos on the bar and I want to feel some stimulation in my knees and in my lower back, and I want to feel that good posture, staying a little bit more upright, a little more rigid, but I don't really want to do a lot of sets. So I just might come in and do that for 4 or 5 sets of 3 to 5 reps just to feel good positions. I've also seen a tremendous carryover from zombie squats being supersetted with ab rollers, and seen that carry over really well to the sports performance world if we have athletes who struggle with trunk control. We like to do 4 sets of 10 zombie squats and then 17 ab wheels, and kids get destroyed in their trunk, and that transfers really well. They start to have a little bit better mind-muscle connection than when they're doing their high-speed chaotic movements. All right, so what did we learn about the front squat? What did we learn about how to apply it, right? We went over all the benefits, the mobility, the stableness in the trunk, the upright posture, the strength that you're gonna gain out of the quads, and how that transfers over to weightlifting, also to deadlifting, also to sports performance. So we went through all that stuff, and then we talked about how you could apply that directly into training. If you've got the fortitude to go front squat for 2 straight years, try it. If not, I would recommend at least once a week doing 4 to 6 sets for 2 to 4 reps, somewhere along those lines, and that's gonna increase your strength. And then once a week, you can do some hypertrophy work or some of that mobility work. And if you want help and you need a squat program, you can click on the link down below in the description. You can head over to garagestrength.com. You can pick up our big squat program, or if you also wanna see how we program or coach effectively, you can click on the link, head over and pick up the Sports Performance Bible today. Remember, freaks, if you wanna become a champion, you've always gotta cultivate your power. Peace.